Lost in Talks podcast.
Lost in Talks podcast.
109. Welcome, guys, to the Lost Talks podcast.
I got Red Bull and
We got
cold
Red
shots.
Bulls. We got cold shots. We got
Yeah, buddy.
the game. We got
Seasonal allergies.
seasonal allergies.
Ooh, I might be sounding
and random tiredness.
Yep.
random tiredness. I might be sounding a little congested, but it's okay.
Congested.
A little congested. But that's because we had seasonal pollen allergies right now in our area, so it's been brutal out here. But
Everyone's dying.
it'll go away, huh?
You know what's funny? Everyone's dying. The guys I know,
Yeah.
they're all, all congested and shit.
Are they?
But a lot of the women, they got the rashes.
Oh, true. The rashes.
Yeah, they got.
I'm
the
glad I don't get
rashes,
that.
They got the hives.
I'd rather be congested.
They got all the other shit.
Yeah,
going
I get
on.
the rashes. I think sometimes it like scars for a little bit and then it's
Oh,
gone.
It's so
you know?
annoying. Like,
Yeah. Every season it changes. I usually get somewhere random
Right.
on my body.
You can't take a
Right.
Claritin for that?
I don't know. I've never looked into it because it's never annoyed me enough. Because I usually just start putting lotion on it after like
Is it
Right.
like itchy and shit?
yeah, but only for like a couple days.
My girl's dying, bro. Her whole body is just a rash.
Really?
Yeah, whole thing. She's
That's
just
crazy.
scratching herself all night to the point where I have to wake up and be like, "Yo, dog,
Yo, dog.
chill, fam." But she's dying, bro.
So I heard you guys want to talk about basketball
We can. We'll get into that.
because we're in the conference finals.
We'll get into it in a second. Let's cover the bases. Because we don't want to
What
start off with
happened to
sports.
us, last
You don't want to
week,
start
the
off
past
with
week?
sports fully yet, and
Yeah.
and this conversation will lead into sports.
Yeah.
Just because sports is not everybody's cup of tea, and you haven't been watching the games.
Not at all.
That's
So,
true.
like-
Yeah, we have to start considering like people will turn this off if they hear the
Yeah.
first thing is not something that they're vibing with. Like
Yeah.
you gotta lean in. You gotta ease people into it.
And honestly, a lot of you guys should just be watching ball. Like,
Yeah,
at least,
yeah.
playoff ball is top.
At least right now, just consider it like just something you gotta watch.
Right,
just-
right.
Yeah.
Like, honestly. But anyways, let's start with Ian.
What up?
How you been, buddy?
Me?
How's life going?
Fucking working, dude. I just work and I work and I work. I make good money, but I work
Yeah.
and I'm on like all these different shoots with all these people. It's fun. It's
Yeah.
long hours. It's kind of what I want to do. It kind of relates to everything that I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was on a couple of different little spots with some rappers.
Spots is a insider.
Sorry,
lingo.
I meant spots.
I mean, you could probably figure it out
ad
in
spots.
context.
They're
Yeah.
advertising spots, shoots, whatever. Couple different rappers, one named Lotto.
Oh,
You might have heard of her.
Hmm.
One
Oh.
named Rakim. Might have or Rakim.
This guy cannot say
It's
Rakim. It's
Ra-
Rakim.
It's Rakim. I know it's.
Rakim.
I know it's Rakim.
That's what ASAP Rocky was named after.
Yeah.
Rakim.
And then he named his baby after
right?
RZA.
Well, it's supposed to be Rakim.
That's news that we got.
Yeah.
But halfway through the shoot, this was for Sprite, by the way. But I'm breaking my NDA. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, the exclusives here on the Lost in Talks podcast.
Yeah,
with
dude,
Ian
bro,
Alberto
I have to sign
McGilvery.
NDAs. I have to sign NDAs for like every. What the fuck is that? I have to sign NDAs for like every single shoot. Like even if it's like some stupid shoot for fucking Home Depot, I have to like sign an NDA. It's like
Yeah,
who gives
man.
a shit.
I don't want you running into Canadian Tire and letting them know what's up.
Come on. Yeah. So yeah, it was for Sprite. This little like
Was it that new flavor that came out? Some
Nah.
pink. Have you seen that shit? It's
they
like a
weren't
pink
promoting.
Nah.
They weren't promoting any new product
because it
Dude,
says
this-
like celebrating 50 years of hip hop on it. It's like Sprite something, and it's like
Oh.
a pink box.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I see. There's the hip hop element,
Yeah.
but there wasn't any like pink Sprite. There honestly wasn't even a single Sprite, like can of Sprite or bottle of
That's
Sprite
crazy.
in the entire ad. It was just like Sprite was just like sponsoring the ad. They call it branded content, so it's just like either a little film or short story or a fucking documentary, and then Sprite's just like name is on it. But like basically, it was like about just like old school, new school hip hop artists, and then like Lotto's one, and then Rakim's the other. But we shot Lotto's stuff. Her stuff was cool. Rakim unfortunately didn't show up. I don't know why. I was never really told why.
Probably border stuff.
I think it was border stuff, to be honest. Doesn't mean he's not going to be in the ad. I think they'll just reshoot it somewhere else, somewhere he can pull up to and do it. But yeah, he didn't show up. Oh well, that shit happens.
Yeah.
We prepped a lot for him, but it didn't happen. So the day was shorter too, so I didn't mind.
Yeah, and that's just the game.
Do you think
Yeah.
commercials make their money back
Yeah.
in general? Yeah.
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
I can't say yeah for everything.
For I'm sure
Like-
like the ones that are obviously successful.
You mean the
at
money
it.
spent? You mean like the money spent? Does it equate to like revenue?
Yeah.
Like, got more
Yeah.
revenue than the
Yeah.
money spent on that.
Yeah.
It's a good question. I mean, sometimes it depends on what they're doing. I feel like most of these ads are just brand awareness.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know. It's hard to know.
Yeah, you can't really.
It's hard to know.
Count
like,
that. Yeah, yeah.
It's hard to like be like we put out this ad campaign.
I mean,
then
I'm
our
sure
sales
they,
went up 5%,
I'm sure
but
they
was it
do
the
have
ad?
those numbers.
We don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure they like somebody has something
Yeah,
of those
but it's
numbers
still-
where like maybe this
I feel like
affected
it's still
it.
hard to correlate
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
sales to the actual like time of when we put out this campaign. I mean, it does work though. Like they wouldn't be doing it if it
Yeah,
didn't work.
yeah.
So at least I don't think they would. But you know, brand awareness,
Yeah.
even for brands that we already know exist and will exist for who knows how long.
It just seems like
It's like Coke.
maybe we're getting to a point with a lot of things where it's like it's one of those things that it has like a tradition, so we just
Yeah.
kind of keep doing it.
Yeah.
With you know, yeah, sure, it was working back in the day, and maybe it still is, but we don't know anymore because you know things change, and it just seems like there's like a set way of doing things, and maybe that's not the most cost effective way
Yeah.
for a lot of these. You know, like for example, yeah, like Rakim not showing up. Not that you could plan for that, but also you probably could plan for that. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like,
yeah, it was always like I didn't expect him. Honestly, I more expected the other artists to
Yeah.
show up, to be honest, or have more issues there, but than him. But yeah, it didn't happen. But it's all good. Overall, that was a good day, though. You know, what else did we do? What else did I do? You know, I've worked on so many of these like ads. They're quick, man. It's like 4 or 5 days you're on it and then you're out. You know, and then you're on the next one. You know what I mean? It's like we did that one. We did this. We did this one for Rockstar energy drink, which hey, I'm drinking a Red Bull. But
Well, you don't have no fucking affiliation with them.
oh, I don't care. You know, we had a couple other acts on there. They're like local, Toronto local. Not really known as Toronto artists, but they're from here, right? I'm not gonna say their names. It's whatever. But that was cool.
They're plant types. Yeah.
They're plant types, I guess. I don't know.
just
Plant types.
anybody that you don't know their name, but you would like know their songs. or
Yeah,
something,
it's
you
like
know,
those artists that
yeah.
there's you know you've heard one or two of their songs, but you don't know their name.
Yeah,
It's like those types of artists. Like it's like you have that one hit, but it's
Yeah.
like who is that?
but I think one of them was viral on TikTok or something. Which
True,
again,
true.
like that is something that the industry is like they actively try to
What
sign
matters now.
artists
That's
who
how it
are
works now. Like
and they're like, yo, you got to be on TikTok, you got to do
Yeah,
this, and
yeah.
yeah.
that's how it works. So that was cool. I was on one more, and I'm trying to remember who it was. Right, the Lipton iced tea ad. That was the funniest one. That was the funniest one for sure. It's funny. I was on 3 shoots back to back with different
Artists.
American, artists, rappers. Not all of them are rappers. T-Pain, Ice-T. That shit was hilarious. T-Pain's a funny dude, man. Like, out of all the artists I worked with that week, he was the sickest. I didn't interact with him too much. You know what I mean? But just from what I saw, like, he's professional as it gets. And I was
Cool
like,
guy.
this is dope. This is dope. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You know what I mean? I mean, there was times he was clowning around and like, you know, making jokes and trying to like take control of the set a little bit, but it was more like a joke. You know, maybe it like slowed the day down a little bit. I don't know, but I don't think it did. I think he was just fucking hilarious and not taking it too serious. So, but I was taking it serious because before he was actually pretty good on camera. He was actually took direction pretty well. So, yeah, man,
Yes,
it wasn't late, or he was, but it wasn't like a big deal because it was like we planned for it.
Yeah.
And we're shooting other
That's
stuff
the
anyways.
usual, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like late, like where the point where it's like you need to be on time.
It's an interesting thing working with celebrities where like, you know, commercials, everything. There's a professionalism where it's like there's an etiquette. You know how you want to act and like you want to get in and out, and then but you're also at the same time you're like preparing for the worst with these
Yeah.
celebrities. Like
Yeah.
you're like, no, this person's gonna be
Yeah.
you know hard to work with. They're gonna be
Late.
They're gonna be demanding. You know, like all these things. And then when they're not, you're like, oh wow. But like, shouldn't they always be like the best humans? You know,
It's
what I
kind
mean?
of funny how I'm like, yeah, I sound surprised that
Yeah.
he was like the way he was.
Yeah,
I mean, he's been around, man. He's media trained. Like,
yeah.
he knows how to act, and he had like a really small team too show up with him, which I
He
mean,
seems pretty,
I don't
like,
know if he's the
independent.
yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
if he's the same guy he was when he was popping off, in the mid 2000s or whatever time it was. Now, but still, it was like just two dudes, him and like his girl.
I mean, he was
or
still
his
like
wife
on
or whoever that was.
I think that's his wife.
Max
It's his
Singer
wife,
or something,
yeah,
or he was
yeah.
a judge on one of those shows or some shit. Right?
Yeah, his
Like, he's
wife
still,
was
you know-
there. That was it, really.
Lit.
It was like him and like his wife and like three other people.
Lit.
So, yeah. I won't get into it too much.
And
That's
that's what's
about
happening
it.
in the commercial world with Ian Alberto McGilvery.
Why is this guy? Why you like this? Why you like this, bro?
What do you mean, yo?
Alberto McGilvery.
That's the boy.
Alberto McGilvery. I didn't mean to hit that.
See that? You see, this is why we can't have Ian touching the
Crackers,
Smashing
string
up the show.
cheese. Or you can redo that one.
It was the long. You know what we didn't cover last week?
What?
But it's not a big deal now. But Mother's Day. Did you guys do anything?
Oh yeah,
Mother's Day? Yeah, I just went out for dinner.
It's dinner.
Nothing crazy.
yeah. Same, just food. Got some plants. Some flowers for the garden and
Basic
shit. Yeah.
I feel you. And then we had this weekend came through. Long weekend here in the city, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm still feeling the effects of this. I'm a little tired. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm so drained. The last 2 days
Didn't even have like a crazy
It's age,
weekend,
bro.
really. Just
didn't really do nothing.
yeah.
I think I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm just ready to lay down even right now.
Yeah.
Wake
I'm
up,
gonna-
bro. Have a Red Bull.
I'm gonna do my best. I might actually take a splash of that later. I'm gonna do my best.
Straight in
to
the
do
eyes,
this. Yeah, real shit. Yeah, long weekend here in the city. Beautiful weekend.
Yeah.
Right?
Probably
very-
the best weather we're gonna have all year.
Yeah, very nice weather. Not too hot.
Yeah.
Not too cold.
Yeah.
It was just the right amount of heat, the right amount of just coldness, where you're just able to just be outside for a long time, and with the sun beating down on you, and you're not
T-shirt,
dying.
whatever you're wearing. If you're like, oh shit, I wore a jacket. It's too hot. Nope. It's right. It's perfect weather for a jacket. You can take that shit off.
Exactly.
You put the T-shirt on. Sometimes it's like too chilly, but once you're out there, it gets hot. Like it's that right weather where like you're walking around and you're still fine. You're not sweating just because you're wearing a T-shirt, you're wearing a jacket. And stuff.
I hate that weather,
Yeah.
man. When you're just in a t-shirt and some bummy ass shirts and you're just dying.
That's what we're gonna start getting in.
And there's nothing else you
June,
could do.
July,
There's
August.
nothing
Yeah.
else you could do.
You don't like the heat?
It's not that I don't like the heat.
Bro,
it's,
you
just,
would have been dying in Thailand.
it's just being in certain
Bro,
situations in the heat.
Thailand.
Being on a bus or something like
hot.
that.
Yeah. See, like when you're in a place that's known for being hot, it's fine. Like when
Yeah.
Thailand's
when I
a
was in
different
Mexico,
type of
I was
heat.
showering
I know
3 times a
that, but
day, and it's
that's
fine,
I'm expecting it to be hot there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And people
If
are
I'm
okay
here,
with that.
it's
People are
different.
okay with seeing you sweat in buckets in those places because
Right.
they are too, or they're like acclimated, and it's not
Right,
that big a
right.
deal. When
Yeah.
you're sweating out here on the bus, people are like looking
Right.
at you and shit or something, or not. You just feel self conscious, like.
Right.
Especially when you're thinking about when's the next time that I can go home and just find a towel or find a fucking
Oh,
water, just something to just cool down,
You're getting up, your whole back sweat is up on
Yeah.
your shirt. It's
Ugh.
just horrible, But it was a good weekend overall. Friday, what did I do? I chilled, watched some ball. Saturday, chilled, watched some ball. Sunday, we went to Sam Priest's house.
Yeah.
Sampreet, friend of the show. You guys, if you've already listened to the podcast, you know about him.
Off cam Sam.
Off cam Sam.
Have Sam. Forgot about that.
He's been busy with his his life and shit like that. So we were finally able to find the opportunity to just hang out and catch up a little bit and whatnot. We went to his place downtown. Have you been there before?
Yeah.
That was my first time there. Nice spot, man. I don't
Yeah.
want to blow up the spot, but it's right on the water,
Yeah.
and it's like right on the water or on the water.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, really nice spot. Good, nice view. Only thing missing was the balcony.
That's it. Yeah.
If he had a balcony,
Yeah.
oh my god.
And it's fine because he's technically walking distance from the water anyway. But
Doesn't have
it's
a
still
balcony.
Yeah.
it's still nice when you're in an apartment just to have
just to
that.
have a space
Yeah.
outside.
Especially if you're not on like walking distance floor, like if you're not on the fucking
Yeah.
5th floor or something.
Yeah,
fourth
and
floor.
he was far up there
Yeah.
too. So yeah. But no, it was definitely a good time just to see Sampreet again. We hung out with him, Raj, and Mandeep, and how did we start it? We just started watching the Lego Batman movie, which we were like, oh, it's
Okay.
not too bad.
Yeah.
We only put it on because we've heard such good things about it. And from what we watched, because we didn't watch the whole thing, we ended up going outside and smoking and doing some shisha. But from what we watched, entertaining movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Sure.
Nice throw on movie.
Yeah, a good movie just to throw on. Laugh at a couple times. Don't have to pay attention to it too much because you kind of get the gist of it.
Yeah.
But definitely a good movie. We went outside. The boys had the portable shisha.
Yep. If you were ever at any point in your life, a fan or a frequenter of the shisha places, especially in Toronto, if you're
Good old
familiar
days.
with the Alexandrias and the Habibis,
Habibis,
Alexandria's. That place is gone. man.
Alexandria.
then I would
place is
then I
done
would
off.
definitely think
Done.
about investing in a little sheesh, a little portable
I
sheesh
used to
for
have
you
one.
and your
I
and your
used to have
man.
one.
Really?
Yeah, but
I don't.
people take shit when they go.
Oh shit.
Wasn't mine.
Oh.
I bought it, but it wasn't mine.
Oh shit.
No, sometimes
What
that
did your
shit
boy
happens.
do? What did your boy do?
My boy?
Yeah, who was it?
What? You don't understand?
Call him out.
Huh?
Who did it?
You can call them out.
It's not a guy.
Oh,
My ex.
Oh,
It's my ex, bro. She took the fucking thing, bro.
Oh,
'Cause I bought it for her as a gift.
Oh yeah, it's a good. Yeah,
And she
you-
took it. Yeah,
yeah,
which
yeah,
is
the
not
court.
really like,
That sucks.
but I liked it. I used to hit that all the time.
Yeah, eh?
More, I would smoke that shit more than her all the time. She didn't even fucking smoke that shit. Anyway,
There should be a.
nah.
You know how you have like prenups? You should have like a prenup on gifts that you buy for your partner. That
Certain gifts, yeah, that
It's
need
like,
to be
yo, I
returned.
bought this for you, but this is like if I bought my girl a PS5, it's like
That's
it's
what needs
like,
to come back to me.
yeah, it's like what the hell, you know what I mean?
You're
Like
not
there's
leaving
certain
it
things like
with that.
you're arguing or not. You obviously have to have conversations about things like pets and stuff. I feel like big purchases. Or,
Don't
Pets.
say that. Don't say that.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
Bruh.
Don't say
Yeah.
that.
Like
Why,
I feel
why,
like
why,
bigger
why?
purchases as
Sensitive.
well. You got to have that conversation. I mean, with the TV, you'll have that conversation. With big furniture and stuff. Like
These girls are here trying to finesse. I mean,
Yeah.
everything's their
100%,
own.
bro.
you
You
know?
get a prenup on everything.
also like all the fucking hoodies that you lend them and shit should be able to come back. You know how many shirts are gone, man? Like
These girls are taking shit that I built.
yeah, all my Gen Squad shirts
I also
are
want
gone.
to talk about this now since we're bringing
Let's
it
run
up.
it. Run it. Run it.
Your opinions on like marriage nowadays.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, stop.
What do
You know
mean?
that and like
Controversial.
the nuclear family, like having like a
Yeah,
you know,
like, cause like from what I understand, like this is my opinion, and I feel like you guys agree or disagree with what I'm about to say. I think there's almost absolutely no benefit for a man to get married to a woman. There is almost no benefit versus just like being common law or just together.
so what's the benefit for a woman?
everything.
They could take your shit when they're done with your
Right,
ass.
okay.
All your shit.
But
What does a man get?
we haven't worked that out in the law yet.
What do we
where
get?
Men don't get.
There's
anything
literally no
if
benefit.
They're the
No,
breadwinner.
No.
We don't get anything
Even
if we're the breadwinner.
So if I married
Oprah.
yeah, nothing.
You might be able to finesse a
Yeah.
little bag.
Maybe,
yeah.
sure.
It wouldn't
if
be the
you-
same bag.
It wouldn't be,
if
and it wouldn't be
Now,
as easy
to be-
as like.
Yeah,
I'm
you'd
getting
really
it.
have to.
Yeah.
You'd have to ask her for some lawyers.
The
Yeah.
majority of men are not getting
Who's
married to women that are making significantly more money than them.
Sorry.
They're either a little more or the same
Game's done.
or less.
Yeah, Boston won. Yeah.
Boston won. Okay.
Is that the end of the conference?
No.
Oh, they're still.
They're now it's 3-1.
I don't follow.
Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry. Go ahead.
But
Continue.
from what I've gathered, from what I've researched, from what I've seen, from what I've listened to, men, I don't think there's no fucking benefit to getting married anymore. Besides just the title that you're not getting from just like a long-term relationship. You know what I mean? Whether you guys move in together or whatever. You know what I mean? Like what you're just sharing assets, and then she has the power to take half of it if it doesn't work out, which majority of, I hate to say it, but I can't remember exactly what the divorce rates are
It's
in
about
Canada,
50%.
but it's hitting 50%,
Yeah.
right? So
How does this work in the context of
It's-
same-sex marriages? Do you know?
I
That's,
don't. I don't.
As far as I know, it's mostly heterosexual that they're basing that information.
yeah, I don't have any.
As far as
I don't
Yeah.
have any stats on mentally. I don't have any idea on same-sex marriage. But for heterosexual marriage, yeah, there's literally, I don't think there's any benefit to a man to get married. You know what I mean? Like they just,
I agree with that to a
Right.
certain degree.
you know.
It depends on the type of man that you are. One,
Okay.
if you're a man like us, if you're average guys, yeah, it's not the best idea. If you're a guy that actually does have some money and you're in you're a higher value guy, then yes, it makes sense to get married because that can open up other.
Does it?
Yeah, it makes sense because it opens up different types of opportunities.
Like what?
For you, opens up business opportunities. There, you can only go so far as a single man in the business world.
Really?
Yes, from what I've seen. How many single businessmen do you know that weren't married?
Okay.
There's a reason why they do get married is because they need to have a specific look as well as they upgrade, that they have a family, that they have other people that they can lean on, and this and this and that. For example, taking Wolf of Wall Street, Leo didn't need to get married, but he got married twice. The second time, obviously, he got the battered one, Margot. But he didn't need to. He didn't need to marry her. He could have just fucked her forever, and it would have been fine. To move up in business, a lot of the time, you need a family unit. You need to be a family man. You need to show that you have other shit going on outside of
Right.
your job.
Okay.
But
So then all you're getting is the status.
It's
which is
about
what I
status.
said before. Like it's the title.
it's about status and
Say,
title. Yeah.
this is my wife. This
Yeah.
is my husband.
Yeah,
This is my whatever, and like that's all you get is like the status,
literally.
the title,
But celebrity culture is also kind of
the
breaking that
respect
down
to
too,
some,
right? Like
the
Bezos
respect to
and
some people that you're like
Elon
a married
or,
man,
you know,
huh?
Bezos and Elon are not married.
Not
They were.
anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
But that's at them at their heights.
Yeah,
It's them at their peak.
yeah.
They were married.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And again, they've built their families. They've done what they had to do. They're like, all right, cool, whatever.
men like them could do whatever they
They can
want.
do whatever at this
Yeah.
point, because they are at the top,
Yeah.
But I'm talking about just regular. Let's say dude's making $125,000 a year
Yeah.
Right.
and up.
Right.
Yeah, you definitely need some type of family unit.
Yeah.
But yeah, for us average guys, yeah, there's no real point at all. I myself have become. I wasn't very marriage minded before. I have become a bit more marriage minded. I don't fully agree with it, but I do also understand that
Yeah.
my situation is different. I've been
It is very
I've been in a
different, yeah.
relationship for so long. It's like I might as well, and it's also something that she's kind of expected from the relationship. If we're gonna go there, it's something that I never took serious until the last 2 years. But she's been thinking about marriage since we got together in high school.
Yeah. It's
Girls
we're
always do.
She's been putting
our
about
generation
aside
is
pots and pans and shit.
yeah, our
Girls
generation
are like
is
that.
we're in between like us still hearing about our the previous generation and it being a tradition versus I mean, I don't know what the new generation's opinion on it is, but I'm sure it's a lot different than
It's negative.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's also the problem.
yeah.
But go ahead,
Right.
sorry.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah, I feel like because if you were listening to how Ian was talking about it, he came about it in a very negative way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what it is a lot of the time. It's perspective. And you hear so many people our age these days talking about why they don't want to get married because they don't want to break up and this and this and that. Well, what if your relationship just works out?
I just
Are you really that difficult? That means that you're just fucking difficult.
from what I was saying though,
Yeah.
like I understand why men now are not getting married or are very hesitant to get married, or to put off marriage for a long time, longer than most women are probably comfortable with, because of the high risk, potentially low reward for getting married. I mean, there's not much of reward besides that title or status that you're trying to go for. And then you said if you're not in those caliber of men that need that anyway.
There were certain guarantees
Then it
back in
doesn't
the
even
day,
matter.
like if you got married, you're not
Yeah.
not getting a job. You're finding a job, and it doesn't matter what fucking job it is. You could be fucking
Yeah.
cleaning shoes, and you'd be able to afford a house
Right.
just on your income. You
Right.
know, like so there was.
Right. So
There was that expectation where it's like, you know, it's like it's the same thing where it's
I was
like
about to- yeah.
finishing high school is like obviously you're gonna fucking finish high school. It's the same thing where it's like you have to get married. Whereas we were maybe the first generation where it's like you don't need to, and now it's
Yeah.
like what are the positives or what are the benefits? You know,
The thing is, I wish it was different, guys. I'm not for people not getting married. I want more people to get married.
Yeah.
Because being married is gonna likely, you're gonna likely have a stronger, like family
Yes.
Yeah.
dynamic. You're likely gonna raise kids better
Yes.
with two parents that are together.
Yeah.
These kids are gonna grow up to be better human beings,
Yeah.
and so on. You know what I mean? So I want it to be that way.
and not that it'll like
Society is setting
kill, like,
itself
all-
up now
Yeah.
to not be that way.
Not
and
that
on
it's
top
like
of that,
killing like all insecurity, but it's also like there's probably a difference between you
Yeah.
saying like, yeah, I'm married to you versus like, yeah, no, we're never gonna break
and
up.
on
you
top
know?
of that, women now enjoy being single more than ever,
Stupid.
and are trying to be single longer.
Stupid.
And a lot of them end up hitting a wall.
Stupid.
And you know where I'm getting at with this.
Yeah,
They end up
stupid.
hitting a wall in their early to mid 30s and waking up and realizing that they need to find a man, and
I'm almost 40.
they've run out of time because either
Stupid.
those 35-year-old men that they could be dating have already found a younger girl, or they're already a husband.
Yeah, and that's
They're
what I was-
already done. And then who you gonna get? Who you left with, man?
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. When you're talking about the whole marriage thing, it's a difference between just guys and girls. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I mean? We both have different clocks.
Yeah.
Guys, we're fine. Like, we're chilling until we're about 35, 40. We don't really need to rush into anything. As long as we're
No.
doing something, collecting
yeah,
some money.
De Niro's still fucking.
We're 35.
Yeah,
You-
De Niro
getting
just had a
preg-
kid.
Yeah,
You could be a 35, well put together man and be like, cool, I'm gonna go find myself a 26-year-old.
Today.
You know what I mean?
And you will.
And you probably would. You probably will. As long as, you're not, hideous.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
you have a decent job or
Yeah.
you got something going on. You know what I mean? That's it.
Girls, on the other hand, there's a reason why they hit puberty and all that, and they mature so much faster than us. It's because you guys run out of. Let's call it what it is. Y'all run out of your eggs. You dry up by what? You start drying up around 26, 27?
I mean,
And then
that's a
you're-
little young, isn't it?
It's
Drying up or some
they start their eggs. They start declining.
declining, yes.
So the chances of you having a healthier baby are declining from the time they turn about 26, 27.
Yeah, I think they start to
And
see
their chances of having a child start declining as well.
Yeah, slow decline. I think the real decline starts like early 30s.
That's what you'd think. No, these
I mean-
girls will tell you no. 28, my shit's down 20%.
Some girls have trouble earlier on.
Yeah.
Depending on their whatever, number of eggs, their genetics, or whatever's going on there. I'm not sure. I don't know the science behind it exactly, so I'm not an expert on this. But
Yeah.
I understand that between 30 to 32, and then after 32 to 35 is like twice as hard. So like 34 is like twice as hard as trying to have a kid at 32.
Exactly.
So those years is just like it's like exponentially getting harder and harder and harder. Anything past 35 is like fucking like 5% chance of getting pregnant.
Women are meant
Like
to
you
be
can nut
pushing
in a
out
girl,
babies early,
you can nut
bro.
in a girl every single time she's ovulating, and
It
like
won't
there might
matter.
be a 5% chance of getting her
Yeah.
pregnant. It could take you years. You wouldn't even be able to do it. You'd have to do like a Kim Kardashian thing. Like you'd have to get a surrogate and everything.
Yeah.
Probably most likely, and spend like a ton of money. You're trying to spend $20K to have a baby.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's what you'd end up having to do. So
celebrities make it seem like
Yeah.
it's more realistic nowadays.
no, but they have the money to spend.
They have
it.
the
It's-
money to
to have
spend.
one of those pregnancies is really expensive.
Yeah.
Really fucking expensive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it is what it is, and like you know, and it's cool. Like I respect women trying to be more independent. There's that whole side of it that they're trying to be independent. They're trying to, like, you know, be more career driven through their 20s into their early 30s. They're trying to make more money, but then
For what?
well, that's the thing. Like, it's got to be only for themselves, because men don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck if you make 60, 100K a year.
Yeah, I don't give a
care.
fuck. Congrats.
I don't care.
You worked hard.
I don't care. You know what I mean? Like,
It's cool. Congrats. Yeah, there's a little bit extra
I hate
money
to say
around,
it,
but it
you
doesn't
making
matter.
100,000 a year isn't gonna attract a dude that makes $1 million a year.
Yeah.
No, it's not. He
Yeah.
doesn't give a fuck. We always use the example, like, a millionaire will pick up a baddie who works
McDonald's.
who works at the McDonald's drive-through. She's like a fucking 10.
Yeah.
She's getting like picked up in like a day.
He'll pick
bro.
that up before the sixth that makes $125,000.
Yeah.
And she's, you know, on her way to becoming some big shot in,
Yeah.
I don't know, the business world.
Yeah, exactly. They don't care.
He
Like,
doesn't give a fuck.
if you're a 6, if you're a girl who's a 6 making 100K a year, you're gonna probably get a dude who's like a 5 who makes
They don't want that, though.
half that. You know
don't
what I
want
mean? That's
that,
probably
though.
what you're gonna get.
They don't want that. They don't want that. That's the problem, I guess, now. Again, when it just comes to marriage, I think just expectations are just kind of all over the place. And with this, I'm going to hop into my misogyny bag here, but
That's what this has become, man.
with women's independence and feminism and shit like that, y'all fucked up the game, bro. We had something good kind of going.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
guys
yeah.
were hating on it. You guys thought you saw the light. And
That's why the passport bros movement, bro. It ain't even that bad, bro. It ain't even that
Okay.
bad. I'm not a passport bro, but I get it.
Ian's leaning into the. He's starting to. He went to Thailand and he's like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
But no, man, it's the whole marriage thing. I think people have been looking at it very negatively, and that's the problem. They're seeing like failed relationships between their parents and people around them, and they don't want that. But it's like that's all they're thinking about. They're thinking about the things that they don't want, rather than going into a situation, you know, with a good attitude and trying to make it work. A lot of the time. The only reason why my relationship has lasted so long and I'm content in it is because we just communicate, we talk, you know what I mean? Other people just don't do that. People just get emotional.
Oh, dude.
They argue. They don't want to forgive each other. It's like, yo, people just say evil, mean shit to each other that nobody understands that, yo, you just said that out loud. Now your girl or your guy knows that you think that about them forever.
Yeah.
You know, it's like people just don't know how to hold shit in for a second. And I don't know why you would take that out on the person that you so-called love. You know, it just doesn't make any sense to me personally. And I feel like that has to do with a lot of things. I don't want to just say girls are dumb. I think
No.
I'll say it. The problem with women is, them thinking they have a lot more time than they actually do, and them thinking that their value is a lot higher than it actually is. And with guys, it's the age that we live in now. We feel like we can't be as assertive, and a lot of guys aren't as assertive, and they've kind of fallen back.
Yeah.
Dudes are afraid to approach girls. Dudes are afraid to wrap their arm around you in the movie theater. They're afraid to fucking kiss you. A lot of guys these days, I think it's like 1 in 4 guys now around our age are virgins heading into their 30s. They're virgins.
Yeah.
And that's because I don't want to just say they're scared of women and, you know, getting canceled or fucking up or anything like that. Yeah. But it's like we've also lost this whole
it was like
this masculinity thing where
I think
we're
it was
kind of
almost
assertive.
one in
and
3
aggressive.
men are either virgins or haven't had sex in the last year.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, there's a lot of men out there that are ready to date.
Yeah.
They're just open, ready to go.
Yeah.
Treat you well and shit, but you know.
And they make money.
Yeah, and they don't make 6 figures.
I know a few that do.
And there's even some that do that aren't getting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's even proof that the money is.
I know a few that do
It's,
that are virgins that are waiting, and they're just like, eh.
Damn. Well, what I hope happens with those men is that they get a 30-year they get a 30-year-old girl that wakes up and is like, yeah, I need to find someone. Because that's what happens, right? Like the girls that do want to settle down and have children, eventually, like if they're still single by their 30s, they're gonna like hate to say it, but they're gonna settle for someone more average.
Stop.
I hope so.
No,
You don't think so?
don't say that.
Why?
They can't settle
Why not?
because the guy would be settling.
Why?
What would the guy be doing?
Trying to find a younger girl?
How much money does he make? Just give me an example.
100, let's say 80,
100.
100,000, which
100.
is
What is she making?
50.
He's settling for her.
True.
And it's not even just have to do with her money like we just said.
True.
But I'm just giving it an example.
Well, it makes sense. It's like women in their 20s, you know, they're at their prime,
Yeah.
so they have more options in the dating world.
Yeah. And they
They're-
think
they're in
that
their
they're going to
prime,
have
they're
those
the
options
most attractive
forever.
times of their life.
Yeah.
They have more options, so they're more choosy, and
Yeah.
they fuck around and they play around and figure out who's the best.
Mm-hmm.
But then a lot of them fuck around a little too much, and then they run out of time. And
And
they're
then they
next,
wake
you
up
know,
and they're 35.
they're 35. They're not. And then the 25-year-olds are getting the men that they would want,
Exactly.
and they're 35 now, being like shit. And then they settle, even though you're right, maybe that dude's actually settling.
The guy is actually settling because that girl, she went to law school. She did all this stuff. Never became a lawyer, but she went to law school. She has all this debt and whatnot.
Yeah,
And
it's even worse though.
And you know what she wants to do for the rest of her life?
What, like?
Be a stay-at-home mom.
Ooh,
Why did you go to school?
that's even worse actually.
But anyways, I don't want to get into
that's
that too much.
that's actually worse.
But at the end of the
Stay-at-home mom
day,
with debt.
I think
I don't know about that.
women, just my advice: date older men, because those are the guys that are going to be ready to actually take on wives. They're going to have the money available for you and possibly a bit of the time, and they're going to be able to do what you want for them. I feel like women that are dating within their kind of age area, unless you're really
Are you
down
referring
and
to
loyal,
women in their 20s?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
unless you're really, really down and loyal and you want to help build your man up, I don't see the point.
It's not going to work.
I don't see the point of sticking around. It could work, but it's just like, I don't know. Choose what you want to do. Date older, or you hang out and you help build somebody up, because that man that you're going to be with that's around the same age as you, he's not going to be on until
He's in his prime. Like,
yeah, he's not going to hit his prime
financially
until
and like everything.
30ish, 40ish, and 35ish, 40ish,
You're gonna
maybe
be
even
patient.
older. And
Yeah.
it's going to take some time for you guys to begin a life. But at the end of the day, I believe marriage is important. And just going off of just so we can end this, marriage is important so that at the end of the day, people, and nobody really thinks about this, when you're in your 60s and 70s, in retirement age, you have somebody
Right.
Yeah.
with you. That's what marriage is about at the end of the day.
That's a good point. And
You know?
yeah, you know what? That's a good point that I didn't bring up.
You're gonna have
That's a positive
you
thing
need
to it.
somebody
Sure.
with you.
Sure.
If
It's
you're
true.
if you're single, let's say you got married or you were in a relationship or something, you had a kid, you're older, now you're in your 70s and stuff like that. Your kids don't want to fucking take care of you. No matter how much you
Yeah.
took care of them, they don't want to take care of you.
I also
they
read
have their own
yeah,
families.
Yeah, it's also a happiness thing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care who you are, but like, when you're in your 40s to 50s and you're like by yourself,
It's lonely.
that sounds pretty bad.
It's
Yeah.
fucking lonely.
You know
I've
what I
seen
mean?
it.
Like, you're not gonna have the same social life that you have in when you're 22, when you're
Yep.
fucking 45 or 55. You're not gonna have the same. You're not going to the fucking club every week and
Yeah.
partying. You're not gonna have the energy to do that. You're gonna just want someone to hang out with on a regular basis at home. You're not gonna have that because you're not gonna have that social life.
That's what it is at the end of the day.
You know,
You're gonna need somebody to take care of you.
I swear some of these girls think they're gonna be living celebrity lives or something. Like,
Bro, it's because of what they see on Instagram.
yeah, that's a whole other topic.
That's a whole other topic.
That social media has completely ruined our generation.
Yeah.
But I think it's fucking fucked up women a lot more.
And that's why
Like-
I say they value themselves a lot higher.
Like,
because
yeah.
they think that what they see the little girl, their friend Nikita doing online
yeah.
is gonna match up to what they should be doing in real life.
And then also that those women are like happy in their everyday, all
Yeah.
the time, all day, because of what they
Visibly.
see. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're posting all this shit oh, this bitch ate like 3 meals today and went to the gym and went out with her friends. She must be having the time of her life.
Must
She was
be a
fucking
great
crying
day.
that
No,
day.
she
you
had
know
a
what I mean?
horrible,
Yeah,
horrible.
probably
Yeah,
was
she was
crying.
getting yelled at on social media, being called ugly, and
Yeah, some dude probably yelling at her.
Yeah.
The one thing
something.
I've learned growing
Toxic
up, being a
ex.
guy, is the most beautiful women are the most insecure.
yeah.
And the
And
peop-
there's probably a strong correlation between like beauty, especially
Yeah.
with women, and depression or like sadness. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
They can't be
definitely.
happy. How the fuck can you be happy when people are looking at you all the time? Like,
All the time.
Either want to fuck you or
Exactly.
kill you or both. Or, like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I
Like,
would, as as you know how as guys we make that joke like, yo, if I was a girl and if I was a
Yeah,
baddie, yo,
yeah,
I'd just
yeah.
be giving out pussy. That's facts. We would.
Yeah, yeah,
But I can't imagine what it'd be like just to just know that I'm prey
yeah, yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
That would suck. Being
Yeah.
a beautiful girl, being a girl overall, but just being a
And then
beautiful
if you think
sucks.
about it the other way, where you're like, you're not the prey, you're like, no, I'm the one who can say no. You're yes, no, yes. That's like then you become conceited. Then you're
Yeah.
like, then you don't have a true sense of reality. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
You're lost.
Because you might be assuming things where it's like now some nice guy comes up to you and is like, hey, like he's gonna ask you the fucking time, and you're like, oh, I have a boyfriend, and you know,
Yeah.
you know what I
I
mean?
hate
Like,
those ones. I hate those situations.
Buy a cat, die alone. Or
But yeah,
what's the
yo.
line? Buy a dog, die alone.
Buy a dog dollar alone, man. Shouts out to Kevin Samuels, RIP Kevin Samuels. The anniversary of his death was just a little while ago. But yo, if you guys have not been watching no Kevin Samuels, he's the one guy that I tell people, yo, he's the truth.
Truth.
He's the truth. He
really
just
is.
wanted to see not only black people together, and he didn't just want to see black people come up as a community, but he wanted to see other people, other races, just come together and be able to get married. He was the only person that I could really say was out here really trying to get people married
Pushing marriage.
and pushing
like,
marriage,
stable
advocating for marriage.
families with
Yes.
children. Like just the nuclear family.
Yeah,
Like,
just a basic family. He was
type of shit.
advocating for
Yeah.
the rich folks, the average guys, the guys on their way up to becoming rich. He was advocating for everybody. A lot of
Yeah.
people took his messages
yeah,
and
his-
they
his-
twisted it and made it seem
yeah.
like he was fucking an
he
asshole.
because
But he wasn't.
He's an easy guy to, take a clip, pull it out of context.
Yeah.
Makes him sound like he's misogynist because you could just like show a bunch of clips of him yelling at women,
Yeah.
and it makes him sound like
Yeah. It makes it
He's
seem like he's an
rude as
asshole.
fuck.
Yeah.
And you know what? Sometimes he was pretty savage to these women,
But he
but
had
these
to
women
be.
fucking needed it, bro. They
Exactly.
were just in La La Land.
Exactly.
So many of them. You know
and,
what I mean?
and it wasn't just
Like-
women. He did it to guys too.
Of course.
He did it to guys
Call
too.
a dude ugly. Be like, yo,
Yeah.
sorry, yo, you don't got nothing going for you either, man.
Yeah.
Like, step your game up. Like,
Because I remember he talked to this dude. He was like 27 or 28. Guy had 3 kids and he worked a regular minimum wage job, and he lived with his mom or something like that.
Jesus Christ. That's
3
crazy.
kids and he lived with his mom.
Oh God.
And then he's like, "Bro, you are basically a woman. Like the way you're
jeez.
you're a housewife basically. What are you doing with yourself? You know what I mean?" He's like, "Bro, you need to pick up a trade. You need to do this. You need to do that immediately because." What the fuck are you doing with your life? If any of your baby mamas decide to put you on child support,
Oh, you be done.
You're
You be in jail,
done.
bro.
yeah, you're done. And I said people just don't understand that. But yo, RIP Kevin Samuels, man, legend. I watch his content every single day,
Do you?
every day,
Every day.
to this day, to this day. But yeah, man. Enough of that marriage talk. Yo, find somebody though. Find somebody to die with, yo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real shit. It's a priority.
Yeah, dating is fucked, dude. You've been out of the dating game for so long, and I'm like, you're lucky. Because dating's fucked, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's like, dude, it's more fucked than it was even just like 4 years ago.
yeah,
Like, it's scary out here.
I know
like,
it is.
Just like women can't even have a conversation anymore either. It's
Yeah.
like they they go at men for not having able to, bro.
No one's able to talk to
No,
nobody.
COVID really fucked it up too.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
There's a combination of the cancel culture and
Cancel
and
culture, COVID.
Yeah.
It's just horrible times.
yeah,
And I'm so happy I'm out the game, you know?
it's brutal.
And
It's
that's what it
brutal
is.
out
It's
here.
about finding somebody, being like, okay, can I deal with this? Because let's be real, my girl's annoying. She's a talker. I
Okay.
tell her this. Don't worry. She
Oh.
knows this. I tell her she's annoying. She talks a lot. She's very dramatic. Right? But it's the right amount of annoyance. I could deal with that. You know why? Because she makes me my meals.
Okay.
She takes care
But
of
women
me.
can't even do that anymore.
Exactly. That's why I had to scoop that one out.
Yeah.
Cause she was. It's not even that she was good. That's the thing. Love you, babe. She sucked at
Sure.
cooking for a while.
Who cares?
But you know what? You know what it was? She tried.
Yeah.
These girls aren't even trying. You know what they could do though?
Uber Eats.
Roll a blunt.
That's okay. That's okay.
This guy said that's okay.
That's okay.
That is not acceptable. If I come
it's
home
not.
hungry,
Yeah.
I am not. I'm not gonna come to the kitchen except you roll.
Just gonna roll a
well,
blunt, order me pizza.
Yeah, exactly. No,
I'm not
no,
about that. Yo.
no.
I need some food.
I need some food. Okay, we
See.
can't be eating out,
See, out there
every
in
fucking
Thailand,
day.
the women can cook.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I heard. That's what I was told.
This guy, that's what he heard.
That's what I was told. That's what I was
Yeah,
told.
we know.
We know.
We know you had some
You know.
time went on.
And I tell these girls over there that white women over here don't cook. They're like, what? Huh? Excuse
Yeah,
me?
man.
That's because also it was a whole thing. Like it's like a cultural thing too. It's like girls over there, like they're always in the kitchen with their mom when they're at a young age, like cooking.
Exactly.
Here,
they're raised.
They're
that way.
raised to like. They're raised with like
be a wife one day.
traditional values.
Yeah.
Even yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's like nah, man. It's like they're trying to be a man. You know, trying to be like, you know, their goal is it was just fine, go to university, get an education, but all these other basic life skills are just like thrown under the rug.
Yeah.
Like, dude, come on.
Yeah, it's just simple shit.
I know how to fucking cook.
Yeah.
You know how to cook.
Yeah.
Come on, you know how to cook.
Yeah.
Some of these girls don't know how to cook, man.
But you know what? I know how to cook
It's scary.
because my mom told
It's
me.
like, what
she's
are you
like,
gonna
"Don't
cook
rely
your
on a
child?
woman."
What are you gonna cook your child when that child's born?
What do you mean? Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Can't Uber Eats your child.
Meal
food.
plan, bro.
Meal plan.
No, they're gonna be looking at me.
Yeah. That's facts, man. Nah, I don't know. We're gonna see where the world goes, man. I pray for you guys.
I pray for
Yeah.
myself,
I
bro.
pray you guys find somebody that
Yeah.
loves you,
It's,
takes care of you.
Scary world out
That's
here, bro.
cool enough,
It's a
you know.
Scary world, scary world. Don't worry, we haven't hit our prime yet, though. So it's all good.
Exactly. Yo, you guys got time. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
And
time.
you know
Fair
what?
time.
By the time you're like, when you guys are like 35, 40, this one. Okay, this is the
Shut
one
up.
thing the hot girls don't know this.
Okay. I just got to keep my physique. That's it.
Yeah.
let
hot
that
girls,
go.
hot girls right now. Hot girls that are 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and a little bit up if you're still kind of attractive. Do you realize there's going to be another hot 26-year-old next year
Yeah.
and the year after that
Yeah.
and the year after that and the year after that. And then Ian's going to be 40,
I'm hoping to be married before 40. though,
hopefully.
bro. Like,
But if he's not,
to be honest.
if he's
like-
not, Ian's going to be 40 on the prowl. 200K up. You know what I mean?
You know, yeah,
200K up by himself, lonely. And he's just going to scoop a 26, 27, 28, 29-year-old
yeah.
and be happy. You know why? Because she's going to be able to cook some food.
Hopefully.
She's going to be loving.
Hopefully.
She's going to rub his back, put his ointment on him. And then just do what she has to do.
And she's going to be from Asia. So,
Woo!
it's not going to be no fucking Canadian thing. Get out of here. Passport bros.
I don't know about that. But
Passport bros. That's a funny movement. We'll talk about it another day. Like,
Yeah.
that shit's crazy.
yeah, those guys are.
I'm just fucking around, guys.
Those guys are. I fuck with them, but they're kind of losers.
They're kind of weird, too.
Yeah.
They're a little weird.
Yeah.
There's some weird vibes.
I get it.
There's a few YouTube channels about this shit.
Yeah.
Passport bros.
I know. I've seen them.
It's like, I don't know, like
I understand it. I completely get
it's
it.
just like I get it, but it's also like just tell me you can't get a girl in your own country without telling me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
You got to be able to pull something here for me to be like,
yeah,
all right.
yeah. If you have report pulling girls here and you know you're just like you don't want to deal with the drama, I get it.
Yeah.
But if it's because you actually can't pull anybody over where you're from, then
You're a loser.
yeah, that's kind of like you might be
That's
just.
true,
I
yeah.
think you're just taking advantage of some girls that just like women over there that are, you know, maybe don't have as much money.
And if you are,
Or-
hey, that's your game.
You know,
You probably have a shitty personality. Yeah, it's like, you know, when people like they move high schools or they go from high school to university and their personality like changes a little bit
Yeah.
because people don't know them yet, and they can kind of like fake their way until
yeah.
they get to a certain point. Where it's like, oh yeah, you're just a loser. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of what happens, you know.
Facts.
Right.
Podcast.
Like, he was on The Office, and I can't remember if it was The Office, but he was supposed to be on a show and like have a bigger role, but it was
Right.
just because of like the person that he was. Like he wasn't
Yeah.
like compromising in certain
Yeah.
situations. Like he wasn't.
Yeah.
You see those comedians where it's kind of like they have their brand, and then if they finally get like a TV role, they'll kind of like water it down or just be like, okay, I'll just do whatever the money makes me do. But he was kind of like not gonna compromise his like his his brand, his stand up kind of comedy just to get a TV show or get so
Right.
that's why he didn't blow up as much
Well,
as he
as
should.
big as he should.
Yeah,
'Cause he would have been big now.
yeah.
Massive.
Lost Talks podcast. Sorry,
you
guys.
recording?
We were just.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was actually recording. We were
Okay,
talking
good.
about Patrice O'Neal.
I was leaning back. My bad.
R.I.P. No, it's cool.
Yeah, R.I.P. Patrice O'Neal, R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. Definitely recommend both of those guys, their content to men and women. Just check it out, man. It'll be better for your relationships. Trust me.
Yeah.
Your relationships. If you ever want to just find out more about yourself, do some self-reflection. Even just look back at your family, your past.
Yeah.
Especially black folks, bruh. Trust me. You listen to those guys. Listen with an open mind. And you're going to hear some wild shit. But over time, it'll make sense.
And just to wrap it up, I want to continue this conversation.
Yeah.
We talked about it off the pod. We've been talking about it probably for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
To get a female guest, potentially a whole panel would be crazy, actually.
Yeah.
Because then they could go back and forth with each other
Yeah.
about this topic and relationships and all this shit we just talked about. We want to make it happen on the pod.
Indeed.
We should do it. We have enough microphones to get a couple more people.
Yeah.
We have fine candidates. Even if it's just randoms we don't even know. That might be interesting. As long
Very
as you're cool with them in the
We are
in
not.
the, in the
we
place,
are
though.
not. We are
Have to
not
maybe do
walking up
screening.
to anybody on the street
No,
with an iPhone backwards.
Not like this, not like that. Like
Why are you single?
obviously we'll have to screen them before bringing them to your
Yeah.
place, but yada yada yada. But if not someone we know, you mentioned a name, maybe
Yeah.
maybe them. We'll see, but gotta make that happen because that could be a long pod. Yeah.
No, we've been wanting to do it. Get to the bottom of some of these issues here, so we can all leave with a new mindset.
I just want to
positive
start a
mindset.
debate, really.
Yeah,
And
A
like
lot
you
of it
said-
is I mean, this is just a big thing in just our culture generally is like there's so much information that's available, but people stay within what they feel
world,
comfortable
yeah.
with. Like the thing that I saw a couple days ago that I just remember was somebody tweeted like, Beyonce did a song with Kendrick, and they're like, why did Beyonce collaborate with Kendrick? After he said the F slur. There's that song he has on his album where he was like saying the whole, and it's one of those things where it's like I didn't see that on Twitter when the song came out, but I'm sure there was backlash, of course, right? Like,
Right.
the whole point of the song was he was saying it because he's like that's what we were saying as kids because we didn't know any better. We would just say that word, but there's still people on Twitter who feel like they're being social justice warriors or whatever by
Right.
like calling that out. And I don't know how much of it is a joke, and I don't know how much of it is like,
I think people are reaching a lot, but
Yeah.
they reach so that the people that are actually down to cancel can then gain awareness.
yeah. And it's like, I don't know, like the part of that I also wanted to bring up with that too is like there's a point now where we're reaching where it's like, are we just going to ignore that there are things that we used to say or think even when we were kids growing up, and that has nothing to do with us? I'm not going to feel like a bad person because I might have thought it's a sin to be gay or something like that because that's what we were raised on. Not that I necessarily believe that at any point, but I know people who believe
Yeah, I
that
know
and
people
still
that believe
believe
it.
it
And
now.
now, yeah.
And I remember the moments that they might have been brainwashed or like knew, like they started learning about it or like going towards that direction, and it's like when we make biopics or when we make these like historical movies and things like that, are we just supposed to ignore or like eliminate things? Like if we make a slave movie, are you not
You're gonna
supposed
say
to
the N-word?
Yeah, like
You
shit
just
like
take it
that,
away.
you know what I mean? Like, are we just gonna like censor history, like as it really was? Because we're not gonna learn anything about ourselves. We're not gonna learn why we said these things. We're not gonna learn like where they came from. Where did this anger and where did this division and all these things come from if we can't talk about it openly? And that's
Right.
I feel like a lot of people are like they have questions, but you don't feel comfortable asking these questions because there isn't places that you can just openly ask these questions.
Do you feel like we could at least kind of solve racism if people were actually just able to sit down and talk without without pulling in all of their extra bullshit and blaming so and so for this.
It's
blaming
possible,
so-and-so for
like
that.
the thing, yeah, we call ourselves this globally connected world, but that, yeah, like we've never had a space for that conversation,
Yeah.
like, yeah, you move in next door to somebody, like there's things you don't even realize, like just this generation is the first time where it's like you move in and it's like, oh, I didn't know I had Vietnamese neighbors and Tamil neighbors and black neighbors and white neighbors who've been here for 200 years, like that. We don't have there's what like where can we go to like work that out, like what that does to our brain, what that does to like who we are as people, like we can have these little conversations, and there's people who can be more tolerant than others, and maybe you could do like studies and be like, I would imagine places like Scarborough are probably more further off, but then also we're probably further back on conversations like with LGBT, and stuff like that, right? Like, because we didn't have that exposure, but
And a lot of Caribbean people out here.
yeah, and that too, because it was like very like
Right.
the cult, like the Caribbean culture, even like South Asian cultures, we're like either don't talk about that, like it's a taboo, or like it's just a
Homophobia.
very
Just
the homophobia is very like on the front, like
My thing
Very
growing up,
blatantly there.
even being a kid and hearing that type of slander towards gay people and that whole community was, I always found it funny because I'm like, huh, and we're supposed to be the most Christian of all people here. But why is there so much hate being spewed towards another human being? You know?
Right.
I just never understood that personally.
Right.
If it's so wrong, I've read the Bible twice because I had to for school. I've read the Bible
Really?
and shit, and cool. It says you're not supposed to be gay or whatever. But
whatever that line is,
You're
that everybody-
paraphrasing,
whatever
yeah.
the fuck it is. It was
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's a
But
sin. Right?
as far as I know, we weren't supposed to be handling that. God was.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was for God to be the judge of, not us here
Yeah,
on Earth.
and those words that we follow are our words.
Yeah.
It's if it's in English, it's our words. Yeah, there's God's word and God's truth, but like
Yeah.
anything in the Bible is our
Our
interpretation.
interpretation of His words.
Yeah, it's not even our interpretation; it's somebody's interpretation.
Yeah. Somebody's. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Martin Luther, or like
Martin
your and then now it's people who like watch people like televangelist or their priest or whatever who's like, let's read this passage and I'm going to tell you what God's saying. This is my interpretation.
Yeah, exactly.
I know I'm not saying every person, every Christian, every priest, everybody is like giving you fake news and stuff. Like there are people who are very probably like open about their interpretations. Like this isn't the word, this is just like my understanding of it and you take it how you want. But there are obviously a lot of people who make entire careers, fucking millions and billions of dollars off of just saying this is what God is saying and I am the like messenger. That is how England was created.
Like literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's still people doing that now.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's lots of contradictions, but I just feel like, I don't know, man. If people just were open to have more conversations with each other at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I feel like things would be a lot better. And
Yeah.
if we just stopped blaming people for this and that, and just kind of just got over shit and moved on.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we like, with this podcast. It's like there's this tension where when a mic is on or when something's recording, you don't feel like you can say everything you want to say.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think we try to get that balance between like, we pre-plan some things that we want to talk about. Like right now we're going off the cuff. So I don't know what I'm saying next. I'm just filling it in as I go
I'm just
along.
spitting.
So
We spit
there's
today,
things
yes.
that, we can say where it's like, no, I believe that, and things where it's like I was kind of like working out the thought. So I'm just like, I wanted to hear how it sounded. And then you go back to it after, and it's like, I don't agree with that thing that I said, or it was half true, or like there was more to it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that sometimes where like, after we finish a pod where I'm like, oh, there's something to kind of like expand on that. It was like a half formed idea and like we just didn't get it to that like next part. But that's what we want to show is like, this is something that we do even when the camera's not on, even when the mics aren't recording, is like, we're just talking it out. And that happens a lot with people. But when you if your friend group or if your people all think like you and you don't have like opinions that are coming from other places, then you're kind of just staying in your own box, right?
Yeah.
And then those are the people where it's like, these are the people that we're talking to. We're not being discriminatory when we're saying like these dumb women or these dumb guys or whatever.
We're not calling anybody
we're just
dumb.
saying that there are very like ignorant groups of people who
Yeah.
like box themselves in, you know?
There are, and you mentioned, like people nowadays, people don't want to have conversations with the opposition or
Yeah.
the opposing
The
opinion.
ops.
The opposing opinion. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a just like
It doesn't make sense to me.
a conservative and a liberal can't even sit down and have a conversation without
yeah.
some sort of massive disagreement and bickering and blah blah blah, and probably like ad hominems and like just insults and shit like that. And it's like, come on, man, grow up. It's like, yeah, we can't have conversations
Yeah.
anymore. You know what I mean? It's like,
Do you remember when you were learning about the political parties in school? Like, I remember when I was learning
Yeah.
about conservative and liberal, and
You know.
we were like filling in the definitions, like, oh, this is conservative, this is liberal.
Yeah.
I remember for a while, I was like, yeah, I'm conservative because I agree. Like, fuck, why is government handing out my money to other people? Like, if I made it, then I want to be able to control it the way I do, right? Like, when you break down those simple concepts, it's like, not only that, it's like, but I'm not saying you can't be a liberal or you can't be an NDP or whatever, a Green Party. Like, I see the validity in all of these people's platforms and positions and opinions and things.
I wonder how they teach that shit now.
Yeah.
It must be very pro.
Yeah, for sure.
Liberal.
The problem with liberals too is like, and I'm pretty sure we learned this even at least in high school. It's like they're not on the left; they're like middle, maybe even middle right. They lean on a lot of things. You know,
Our liberals, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're even talking about the U.S., it's even
yeah, the
more-
Democrats are
The Democrats
there's no real left
right.
on the
No, America
in
doesn't have a
no.
real left. Like
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie
is- yeah,
Sanders was the
yeah.
exception, and
Yeah.
that's why I think realistically that guy would have never worked
Exactly. Yeah.
in their political system because he's just too fucking left.
Yeah.
He's too left for them. They
Yeah.
think he's like communist or something. Like,
Because it's like you'll
Like-
get New York and California,
They're gonna call him
right? But
yeah.
the rest of everything in the middle, like you know?
yeah. It's like crazy. But yeah, I just think like people should just be able to have a conversation. It's like, political figures get in shit
Yeah.
for just talking to the side that people don't want to agree with or don't even want to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, sure, Joe Rogan, he ain't he's not the. It's like he said a lot of stupid shit. He has like thousands of episodes of podcast episodes. You can't go thousands of podcast episodes without saying a
something
bunch of
dumb,
stupid
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
We've already probably said a bunch of stupid shit.
Yeah.
We're on episode 100 whatever, 108 or whatever we're at.
Some wild shit.
Yeah, if someone takes the time to go through it all, they probably could cancel us.
I said a man said that Casey Anthony was just hearing me out. Like, come on, man. And she was looking good.
And
bro.
we agreed, bro.
You know what I mean?
She was looking good, bro.
And people give him shit. Rogan, for example, I just came off the top of my head for just like talking to some right wing people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Forget Alex Jones and those crazy people. It's just like regular right wing people that are, they're not nutcases. They just have some conservative opinions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is not necessarily a bad thing. Everyone's different.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, conservatives aren't bad people.
I don't think anybody really is.
I don't think they
The problem
are.
is like people think it's
You know what I mean?
it's a what do you call it, it's a bipartisan thing.
Yeah.
Like it's this or the other. It's like, no, people,
Yeah.
you're supposed to agree with them on this but agree with that, the other thing on that. Like it's not
Yeah.
a perfect fucking political system. It's
No.
not at all. Like we shouldn't have this dual system.
And my
It
point
it
is that we should be able to listen to these sides, both sides,
Yeah.
all sides.
Yeah.
To broaden your perspective and then come to a conclusion on what you believe, rather than just listening to one side. And now we can blame the way social media is now with algorithms.
Yeah.
That's the big problem as
Yeah.
well. Obviously, as we know, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all these places, TikTok, they just feed you the shit you want to. The shit you interact with, the most shit you want to hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you get stuck down this weird rabbit hole or like just like side of TikTok that's just like conservative information or liberal information, and then that's all you're getting, and then that's your opinion because that's all the content that you're getting fed. So, you know what I mean? You don't get the other sides, you don't get the other opinions. You know what I mean? Even if it's a stupid opinion, I think you should still listen to it.
Yeah.
Because then you know that person's stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You need to be able to
Yeah.
distinguish between
Yeah,
the
you
two.
do.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I don't know. It's people are just stuck with what they want to hear and
Yeah.
they don't want to listen to anything else. So smarten up,
Good luck, world.
mofos.
Good luck, man.
Good luck.
Yeah. No,
Those are all the deep topics. Do you have any soft topics we want to hit? real
soft
quick?
ball sack
Doesn't even
topics.
talk about basketball.
Yeah, we could talk about
You
basketball.
know what I
now.
mean? Even though I don't know,
True.
I don't know the percentage of our audience even fucks with basketball.
Who cares? Fuck y'all.
I don't. Like I do, but I don't. Like not to the point that I'm gonna talk about it.
So we're at Sampri's house, right?
Yeah, yo, what happened?
We got some. We went out to Hart. We went out to,
Did Zach pull up?
Nah. It was just me, Kevin, and those guys, and Raj and Mandeep Samprith. We go outside, shisha, some marijuana for a couple hours. Sampri's like, yo, I recorded the game. So whenever you guys are ready to go back up, we'll go up. We'll grab some food and then we'll go up. Like, cool. So he puts us onto this place called what? Wing and Bite?
Yeah,
Something?
Wings and Bites. Yeah.
Wings and Bites. That's like kind of close to his place, right? Walk over there. House special fried rice.
You what?
Deep fried shrimp.
Wait, what? Is this a wings place or
It's
Chinese
like
place? What
it's
is this?
so weird.
It's a Tamil place,
It's a-
but they have
yeah.
like fusion. You know, they got fried rice, wings,
okay.
kota roti. Yeah, like
Yeah, it was a good little setup, man. House special fried rice with the deep fried shrimp.
yeah, it's like the fried rice had like chicken, shrimp, and beef in it, and then they topped it with the fried shrimp and the fried chicken.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So good.
Interesting.
So good. So we're there sitting at Sampri's, drinking a beer, having this rice. He throws on the game. And the Celtics were getting slapped that game.
Clapped, bro. Yeah.
That game
That was
was.
one of the most enjoyable games I've seen, bro. Just one of the most enjoyable slaps I've seen.
I'm sitting there fried out of my mind, full off this food. The itis is kicking in. I'm falling asleep, and every time I close my eyes, I hear, "Oh fuck!" These guys are like, "Oh shit!" Da, 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 da. And I open up my eyes. I can't even see a replay. I
missed it.
had to go back
Like, what?
home and watch this shit. Watch all the highlights.
Bro, there's bare highlights. Eh?
Yeah, just to watch the
Yeah.
highlights because there's like a 10-minute highlight
Yeah.
thing of the whole game,
Yeah.
and it's literally just the Heat just going off on the Celtics. So yeah, the Heat, they are leading now today.
yeah.
Officially, it is 3-1.
Yeah.
3-1.
Hopefully, by the time this comes out, you know they got the job done.
Yeah, hopefully, I'm really rooting for the Heat. I'm rooting for Himmy Butler.
Yep.
And the whole squad over there. They've been doing their thing.
Yeah.
But fuck that. Let's move on to what matters. The Lakers.
Yeah. Do you think he's? I don't think it's his last game, but do you think it's his last
I
game?
think he was making statements
Yeah,
just to
yeah.
put some pressure
Do
on.
you think
mans.
what I feel like it might be? I don't know. Do you think he'll take a year off, wait for Bronny to get in the league, and then come back? And then that'll also take him out of his contract, so he can just retire. He doesn't even need to like deal with the Lakers, and then wherever Bronny goes, he can just go there.
That's not a bad. I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah,
That's good.
because otherwise, I don't know. Like what?
I don't know.
I don't know what they're gonna do. Like
Lakers got swept, so now. Shouts out the Nuggets. They
Yeah,
did their
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
You know, and sorry, before we get into what you were just talking about.
yeah,
Do you think the Lakers played bad basketball at all?
I think AD did.
AD.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think AD let the team down.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say honestly, I feel like the Lakers they didn't play bad
yeah.
overall.
Yeah, no.
Generally,
They were missing threes. I think that was, but you know that is.
I
what
think
it is,
I
yeah.
think Nuggets were just the better team. At
Yeah,
the time.
yeah, yeah.
I think
Which
that's
I
what it
mean,
was.
they're fucking number one. They were the best team in the league. They never lost their first place once they got it, and yeah, they have the deepest team. They have 2-time MVP. Like you know, this was their time. I don't know. Like it is kind of annoying when you see like the narrative like, oh my god, the Lakers. I guess it's the sweep, but it's also like, bro, they were seventh. You know,
Yeah.
like they were out of the fucking playoffs
Yeah.
for so long. And
They did their thing. They came back, and they definitely made it a lot further than a lot of people thought.
yeah, them beating Golden State is a win in itself.
In
Like-
itself, yeah.
like that's it. Like that's the win right there. I mean, them getting out the first round is like they could have easily not made it out the first round or
Yeah.
even the play in or something. You know what I mean? And
Oh,
like
shit.
so,
Yeah, so yeah, back to LeBron's statements now. He's talking about how he needs to sit down and kind of figure out what he wants to do with himself next year.
yeah,
The way I heard it was I thought he was kind of putting pressure on the Lakers to make some type of moves. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't.
yeah.
We've done everything we kind of could with this team.
yeah.
And there's changes that clearly need to be made.
I can't remember who said it, but somebody on the team was like, "We just need like a training camp, and like we have all the pieces here." And I'm like, I don't know.
I don't
bro.
think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You guys definitely stepped up to the challenge, and a lot of people delivered that you didn't think would.
Yeah. Shout out Reeves. You know?
Especially Reeves.
Yeah.
That's somebody that you keep, you know.
Yeah.
But you guys still aren't able to get it done. Nobody was confident.
No. Yeah.
No matter how good you guys looked, I wasn't that fully confident in them even getting a chip.
Mm-hmm.
I just wished on it because I just want the Lakers to win and I want to see LeBron win.
Mm-hmm.
But even in the back of my mind, I was like,
Yeah.
these Nuggets are looking real
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought he was just kind of putting pressure on the Lakers to make something happen.
Yeah.
Within the next year, or else he might
Yeah.
maybe go the route that you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I can't see it being his last game.
Not
But
at all. Not like this.
yeah, it's tough because if they run it back, you know, when you think about Kobe's last year, he was kind of blessed for them being like written out of the playoffs, so he was able to like plan his farewell tour basically, and like you don't got to worry about like, oh, we're pushing for the playoffs. Like he just gets to have fun, go to every city. You know, people are just coming to see him, and
Yeah.
the game was a little bit different. Like LeBron can't do that right now because if they run this team back, there's still playoff expectations, and then also it's like, you know, like there was a decline in Kobe's game. Like we've seen a little
saw
bit
it,
of
yeah.
we've seen the tiredness. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, this
but-
is the first time I saw LeBron, and I was like,
yeah.
actually, the last 2 years, I was
Yeah,
like, he's
yeah.
kind of tired.
And there's also, I mean, like he got injured, so like this and last year was the first time that we really had to see
Yeah.
him like deal with injuries, and obviously there's probably him like rushing to come back and like working a little bit harder than he should have to because he needs to, because the team might not have made it if he came back, you know, and that might be a thing, you know, that might be like something where he just needs to see where his injury is actually at and like how much it's actually like affected his long-term game. Cause yeah, I can't imagine him going out on a sweep, and but it'd be tough to see him like say like, all right, yeah, this is my last season, and whatever happens. Because then what if he gets swept again? You know,
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
yeah,
I don't want to see that at all because then that's just ruining your legacy
Yeah.
even more.
anything less than, and the problem is because it's LeBron, and he's always had this type of like ridiculous expectations and pressure put on him, where it's like, it seems like if he were to say, no, I'm coming back, then it's like a chip or nothing. You know,
Yeah.
a chip is anything less is a disappointment.
Yeah.
You know? Even making the finals and losing in 7 is a disappointment. And
That's-
like he dropped 50 and everybody else was shit. And you know, like,
That's why I feel bad for him a lot of the time because it's just that pressure that LeBron needs chips.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we
Yeah.
have to compare him to Jordan
Yeah.
and all that all the time. And I'm just like, yo, there's just a difference, you know?
yeah,
To me personally, I'm like, there's just a difference. Different times, different game. There's different teams that he's had to go up against. I'm like,
social media area.
social media
Yeah.
as well. LeBron is the one athlete where his image outside has not been tainted
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
There's no other ball player like this.
Just
where
athlete.
where even though we know LeBron's out here in the streets fucking hoes.
Yeah, yeah.
On the lows. He loves his Toronto shorties. But
Word.
as far as we know, as far as the public knows, he's just like married man.
Yep.
Shout out to Savannah.
That's
Right.
how Yes Jules.
Don't say that.
Yo, you're not supposed to say that, bro.
Quick. Y'all see the video of Yes Jules getting her back blown?
Nah.
Huh?
Good video.
Recent?
No, that was from like years.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That one?
Yeah,
What's the
yeah.
Yes Jules look like again?
Bad.
Does she still have the short hair?
And
She
as a
usually
black
has-
man, I can't say that on this platform. They canceled Daniel Caesar for trying to stand up for that girl, bro. But Yes Jules is tasty. Premium milk. Very, very fatty milk.
Yeah. Whole.
Whole milk.
Yeah.
The holiest.
Right.
But you see, now I'm thrown off. You shouldn't have said Yes Jules.
Oh.
Yeah, you see?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, if y'all don't know what Yes Jules looks like, premium. Right from the udder. They didn't even put that through nothing yet.
It's a
Nope.
white girl.
That came right out the cow.
It's a white girl?
Yeah, it's a white girl. She tries to look black though.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit. Like,
A lot. She gets
yeah.
really dark out of nowhere for some reason with braids.
yeah.
She from like Florida or something? Or?
Yeah, I don't
Like,
even know. I think so. Florida, or
Like,
LA.
if you weren't paying attention, you would think she's light skinned.
yeah,
She's mixed.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a
Yeah.
straight from the Caucasus Mountains,
Yeah.
from Russia or some shit.
From the Caucasus Mountains.
But yeah, no, LeBron's image has just been perfect. Like, I don't know, he's lived up to the expectations to a certain degree. It's just the chips
Yeah.
that fall off.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't seen a player this age playing at this level consistently.
Yeah.
You know, and leading
He's
a
winding
team.
down, though.
Pardon?
He's winding down. You guys know that.
Yeah. And he's allowed to. He
he's
should be.
winding
He should
down,
have a long
you know.
time ago.
Yeah.
He's gonna.
Like
you know,
his drop off has not
he's
been
gonna
anywhere
retire a
near
legend.
anybody else's
You know what I
drop
mean?
off.
His
Yeah.
son- His son gonna be in the NBA.
His drop off compared to a Kobe
Jordan
drop off,
Yeah.
even a Jordan drop off,
Yeah.
he's looking better than all those guys.
Yeah.
at their age.
Yeah.
At the age they were when
At
they
the
were
age,
playing.
yeah.
Even just like
you're
the
right.
moment that, like, because this is the first year where he's like, oh, it's slipping a little bit,
And we can
Like,
tell now.
that it happened earlier for Kobe and Jordan, like in their you know, at their age, like Kobe kind of started falling off when he was like, well, he retired when he was 38, so LeBron's 38 now, and like Kobe was kind of falling off like 4 years before that, so
Yeah, like 34.
yeah.
Lakers, Kobe talks weren't the same.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "Yeah, Kobe's old now." You
And
know,
that's the
we're
other
not
thing too,
expecting
is like
much from him.
Kobe, like Kobe was just sitting around after their like last chip when they won in
Yeah,
2010,
getting paid.
and they weren't making the playoffs, and that was because of Kobe.
Well,
you
the
know?
last few years of Kobe, weren't the Lakers trash?
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
They
yeah,
were like worse than the league.
yeah,
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
garbage.
yeah.
They were garbage.
Worse than the league. I remember that.
And we don't look at Kobe like that, you know. No one
No.
would question that. And that's my thing too. I think with this whole LeBron shit, it's gonna be just a lot of hindsight stuff.
Yeah.
Once LeBron is out of the game,
Yeah.
we're gonna celebrate him a lot more.
yeah.
But since he's in it, we have to just give him a hard time.
The annoying thing is you're starting to see it already with Wemby now. Like
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember who said it. That Broussard or whatever, the fat white guy, you know,
Yeah.
who did the meme. Like
Yeah.
I think he said like, if he has a career that's like AD or KD, then it's a failure. And he hasn't he hasn't even been drafted yet. This player, he's 7'5". He's like, you know, he's been the prospect. He's like probably the highest touted prospect since LeBron. You know, like,
Really?
and because he can do everything, and he's 7'5". He can shoot, he can dribble, he can do he can literally do everything.
7'5"?
7'5".
Would that make him the tallest player in the league?
Probably now,
Well,
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think anyone's 7'5".
Not
in-
right
in
now,
the
I don't
league.
think. Yeah.
There's 7'2" maybe.
Yeah,
Or 3.
Yeah.
5?
yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
And he's like long as shit.
That's like, and he can move?
yeah,
Because I feel like guys that height can't move at all.
yeah.
Nah, he plays like a.
They're
point guard.
like slow
Yeah.
as fuck.
Like he plays like
They're
he
clumsy.
looks like Kobe when he
Their
plays.
legs
you
are
know?
gonna break.
Yeah, I mean that's his biggest problem
Their
right now is he's
ankles are
looking real
fucked.
thin.
He's
So
just thin.
Ankles are fucked.
So
Yeah.
he gets some more
Early.
muscle.
yeah,
like
but
a
they're
hands-
already saying like if he doesn't have a career that's like Kareem or Hakeem or like the fucking like top 5 players, then he's a failure. You know, and like he's 19 or whatever,
That's
and
a
they're
lot of
putting that pressure on
That's
him.
a lot
yeah.
of pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The thing is, they do that a lot in sports. Though.
Yeah.
They hype up people
Yeah,
like
yeah,
crazy, and then like
Yep, just
they
when they
just
drop
like,
off.
and then they
Just for you
have
to
like
forget about them.
they have like
Yeah.
1-2 hot years maybe, and then like they're off.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
just
I
how
hate
it
to
works.
say it, it's true though. So that's why when I hear that, I don't get too excited.
No, that's just how it is.
You gotta
Remember-
see it happen.
You gotta
Yeah.
think about man's like Zion.
Yeah, like so
Yeah.
much hype. Even John
Lonzo.
Morant had so much hype. Trey Young,
Yeah,
these guys.
yeah.
I mean, they still have potential to do something, but like it's not looking like who they were gonna be.
Yeah.
Yep.
But when they got drafted and shit. Right. Yeah.
So now, the chip dreams are over for LeBron at the moment.
Somebody's gonna get a first timer,
Who
first
do,
time
who do you
chip.
think it's gonna be?
I think it'll be Jokic. I think it's
think it'd
that,
be
I think
Jokic
that's
as
the
well.
safest bet. I mean, I think it'd be Denver because it's just they have whoever it is. Like they just have this more solid team.
Yeah, they've worked for it. You know, they put in the.
I'd love to see
time.
Miami get it though. You know,
I would love to see Miami
Yeah.
get it. Yeah, I'd love to see Miami get it, especially just for Jimmy, just to
Yeah.
laugh in people's faces.
Yeah,
Philly and all that shit. You know, all the drama that was kind of going
yeah,
on there
yeah.
before.
Everybody who's doubted him, his
Yeah.
like his mom kicked him out of the house when he was 13, bro.
But Michael Jordan is his dad, so it doesn't
yeah,
matter.
yeah.
You know, Michael Jordan is Jimmy Butler's dad.
Well, he grew up and he didn't have a
Oh,
relationship
that-
with his father.
Not actually.
Yeah.
He
Like
did.
his biological father.
No. People have done the math. Michael Jordan was in town
Yeah.
around the time Jimmy was conceived. And he doesn't know who his father is.
Yeah.
And they kind of look
I want to
alike.
know who's Lana Rhodes' father, the father of Lana Rhodes.
What?
This is so random. I just
How
thought
did we
about
get to
it.
Lana Rhodes?
Because I don't
Yo,
know.
all those girls, their families know what they do. It's just whether or not they accept them.
Who's the father of Lana Rhodes' kid? That's what I wanted to ask.
That's
It's either fucking Buddy.
Blake Griffin.
Is it confirmed though?
It
It's
looks
like
his
obvious.
child.
It's like obvious though.
I'm pretty sure it's Blake
Someone
Griffin.
from the Spurs.
Was it the Spurs?
Spurs?
No. It's where's Blake Griffin? Blake
He's on
Griffin's
Boston
in
right
Boston.
now. Yeah.
It was
But-
from but it was
but he was in LA,
Phoenix.
right?
Phoenix?
Or was it Phoenix?
Phoenix.
No.
No,
It's Blake Griffin.
it was between two dudes.
Were
it
they
was,
saying it was Devin Booker?
it was Booker or who's on Phoenix? It was
Booker.
Booker or Griffin.
Griffin.
Who were on Phoenix.
I thought I saw something recently. I don't know if it was a joke, but
I don't know
like,
why I brought this
either
up.
she was
It's just because
commenting
you
or
brought
she
up
took
you
a
brought
picture-
up fathers.
She took
and
a
I'm like,
picture with a baller. I don't know who. It wasn't one of them. I don't think.
and it's just like
Somebody,
this
like,
kid is
smaller.
probably like 2 years old now, and still no one has confirmed the fucking father. And it's like
That's sick,
weird.
bro.
It's like weird.
That kid looks like Blake, bro.
It's it's
Does she know, and she's just not
100% she
yeah,
knows.
okay, yeah.
100% she knows.
So yeah, who cares then, bro?
100% she knows.
As long as the kid's good. man.
Kid looks
I
like
don't know if the
Blake.
kid's good, bro. Your mother's Lana Rhodes, bro.
The kid's fine.
I mean,
What
the
do you
kid
mean?
has money.
The kid's not gonna have no real
Oh,
issues.
man, thought it was KD. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
until he's like 12.
Was it between KD and Booker? No, KD and it was between KD and Griffin.
So Lana said the man already had children, so that ruled out KD. Oh yeah, Bruce Brown on the Nuggets. That's who
Bruce
they're saying it
Brown.
was. Yeah,
I
because
think
he was on live.
I thought it was
and
Blake
she,
Griffin.
Commented, looking good,
It was Blake Griffin though. It's Blake Griffin.
and then she posted on her IG story.
It's Blake Griffin. I wish she still did it. She was bad.
I wish he never got the ass.
See, this
She
is
gotta
like
be
a guy
beyond.
on Denver that she's
right.
been like commenting and shit on.
Oh,
on his
some
Instagram.
random. Oh,
Favorite porn star, Ian? Go.
she got Lisa Ann.
Really?
Nah,
Really?
No. I'm kidding.
Come on, that's
I'm
weak.
kidding. It changes of all time, like of all
So
time.
now I'm asking you. I'm trying to think. I'm like, damn. that's-
Yeah, no, all time. Yeah,
It changes.
It changes a lot.
but
yeah.
all time, like
Like right now.
like
who's your
classics.
go-to right now?
Classics, bro.
Not classics, Ian. I need your go-to right now.
My go-to right now.
Yeah.
My go-to right now. What's her name? What's that Asian chick? Nicole Doshi.
Nicole Doshi.
Yeah,
Trash.
she's all right.
Trash.
Guys like Nicole. There's not many Asian girls right now though.
Yeah, there are.
There's like a
What
few.
are you talking about?
What's that other girl's name?
Which one? What's she look like? Tell me.
I'm getting judged.
Who cares? Fuck these guys. Fuck
No,
all
you're
you.
judging me.
Yeah, because your name is some trash girls. Lisa Ann, Nicole
No, not
Doshi.
not Lisa Ann. I'm kidding, dude. I'm kidding. What's her name?
the new Asian thing.
I don't know. There's a new Asian thing. Who's the new
Come
Asian
on.
thing?
Am I the only one keeping up with the industry these days?
Who's the new Kasumi or whatever?
Yeah, Kazumi. I don't like her that much.
She's yeah.
I think she's and the thing about Kazumi is I would hang out with her.
Okay.
I think she'd be a great friend.
Right.
She might want to fuck you. Maybe she'd suck your dick and everything be cool, but I don't know if I'm really attracted to her. I don't find her that attractive, but I think she's cool. She has a great personality. Not like personality like that, but. And I have this thing against.
She got a great personality.
I have this thing
That's funny.
against girls that get boob jobs, and I can see the scars.
Okay.
The under titty scars I can't do, and the
Yeah,
ugly
yeah.
and the ugly nipples. Oh,
Yeah.
the scarred up nipples. I can't do it. I just rather a
Yeah.
good old natural girl.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what my opinion is, but small titties are fine, bro.
I'm just cool with some.
There's
small
so many
titties.
girls that was like after they got them, I'm like I don't like.
That's what I'm
it
saying.
anymore,
Like Alana Rhodes. She didn't
Yeah,
need to do
yeah,
her
yeah,
ass
yeah.
or nothing.
yeah,
She did all this work on her body, and I was like, well, I'm done with you.
Her work was
Yeah.
better than a lot of other girls.
Nah, I don't
She got some
care.
like decent work done.
Like I fucked with for a while.
Yeah.
I was binging the Charity Crawford. You know who that is?
Who?
Charity Crawford? Just some skinny bitch. Some skinny white bitch. No titties. She had a bit of an ass.
Like a skinny girl that's hot. Like
yeah.
You know who like Jillian Jansen is? Like she's like
yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong.
She
Yeah,
just looks like a model.
it's funny.
Just
Like
like
yeah,
a
those
skinny
girls now
model.
are like more unique. Even
Yeah,
though I
yeah.
think they get like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
this shit done because they think that they look too basic or whatever.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, girl, no, you don't need none of the work. These girls don't need the work, man.
Yeah.
I like a nice, just a natural thing. Like, I don't need all the extra. I don't need all the fixing. All the fixings.
Yeah, a lot of them it's weird. They start their careers natural.
And then they get bread.
They get pop off. They
Yeah.
pop off. They
Yeah.
actually get very successful with the natural body.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point in their career, they decide to get fake boobs,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure why.
My go-to for the longest time,
It's weird,
Gina Valentina.
right?
And then she got the fake titties.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god.
Gina Valentina, she has fake titties now.
Yeah, it's gross. It's not gross. I shouldn't say that. She's a beautiful girl.
She's cute.
She's a
Yeah.
really good looking girl.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
No, it just the titties took. I don't watch her shit no more. If I do, I watch her old shit.
Yeah. Facts.
And then now I could tell it's aged. I'm like,
yeah. Yeah. You need
feel
the
fucking
4K.
prehistoric.
Yeah. You need the 4K.
yeah, I feel prehistoric. beating
Anything
my meat
before
to this
like
shit.
2018 looks old as
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Step bro, I'm stuck in the laundry. Oh god. Step
bro.
I'm like, this is so old.
The girl I was thinking was Savannah Bond. She's like
Savannah
milfier
Bond.
now, but she's Bond.
Bond. It sounds familiar.
She's Australian and she's blonde. Yeah, and like big ass and tits.
nice.
Like this is such a guy talk now.
I like Melissa
she's
Melissa Moore. Have you heard of her?
Yeah.
She's like she looks like Riley Reid. They've done a lot of scenes together, and they pretend that they're sisters.
Nice.
Because they look that much
I
alike.
think classic would be like Jada Stevens.
Jada Stevens, interesting.
She had the game, I'm pretty sure.
Jinx Maze is my classic.
That is a classic, actually.
Jinx Maze.
That is a classic. She's out
Yeah.
the game too.
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, she's like one of those girls I think a lot of the newer girls inspire to be. Like, yeah,
I like Kylie Page.
I don't know her.
Sounds familiar.
White bitch, fat ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm an ass guy. That's what it is.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
ass is like the main
I
thing.
think ass is
in
superior.
industry
Yeah.
now.
And I don't want to say now. I want to say it should have been for a while.
Yeah.
I just think Pamela Anderson kind of inflated a lot of men's minds.
Yeah. Facts.
And we got lost in the titties for
Yeah,
a
remember
couple
when there was
decades.
like a little period in time where like on sitcoms and shit, you'd be like, "Oh, does this make my ass look fat?" I was always confused as a
Also-
kid, like, "Yo, why are you like?"
why are you concerned with your ass looking fat? It
Yeah.
can be fatter.
Yeah, like what the hell?
Oh, no, it doesn't. Make it fatter.
Yeah, not enough, bro. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, I never understood that. At a time, I thought I was a titty guy, but then I grew up.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Titties are just so I don't
Titties
know.
are high school shit. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
titties are just some high school. Oh my god, you know?
Yeah.
Because you're just seeing titties for the first time. But it's just like,
There's like
I'm just not a titty guy.
Titties
Like,
do-
these guys like peas. I'm
nice
like,
titties do compliment like they're this like compliment everything.
but
Together.
okay,
I know what
okay,
you're saying.
But what would you rather?
Yeah, I know the ass for sure.
If you had a bitch, no titties, just
Yeah.
a fat ass,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's fine. That's
Whereas titties, no ass, bro. I don't know.
Get outta
You
here.
Get the fuck out of here, dog. Yeah.
yeah, that's.
You know?
I'd rather just have nothing.
Yeah.
Just like slim.
I'd rather
just
nothing.
like slim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather
Just like
nothing.
supermodel slim.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Literally, I'd rather nothing.
That's facts. Yeah.
If you only have some
petite.
titties,
Just petite.
you could keep those.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather just be all petite.
And then
like,
now, if
small.
you're gonna do fake titties, Bugs Life ass, bro, like just get out.
Yeah,
just
man.
leave, bro.
Just leave.
Yeah.
He's a
Forget
Bugs
it.
People
Life.
are still like hating on Kim. Like when I see her courtside now, I'm like, like leave her alone, bro. She's looking good, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Even though those recent ones with her in the jeans, like I don't know if you saw those, but like it was looking kind of saggy.
No, I saw those. She was looking alright.
Yeah.
Nah, I like
She's
Kim.
getting older. It's just gonna
Yeah,
sag
yeah.
sooner or later.
She's aging like not milk, but not like what age is like kind of okay.
Bruh.
Not like milk, but it's not wine either. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
wine.
yeah.
It's like beer.
Let Jamal get it. I'll get it off for you guys. I'll get it off for you guys. Women age like milk. Or sorry, no. White people age like milk.
White people
Women age like bread.
they get moldy, bro.
Yeah.
That's fast.
They just get crumply and.
Okay, bread. I'm pretty sure bread expires faster than milk, so that's fucked.
But there's a difference.
I don't know, man. I've seen bread go moldy in 5
Yeah.
minutes.
But the milk
Yeah.
gets
Milk at least
the
lasts a
milk
month.
gets stinky and curdled. You know what I mean? You guys, white people, you guys age like milk because
They age like
your
cheese.
skin starts to fucking just
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But with women,
Yeah.
they age like bread. It still looks like bread. It's just a little moldy.
Yeah.
It's just older. You can just tell it's a bit older.
Such a stupid conversation. I almost want to cut this whole part out. This is too much.
Ah, man, we're keeping all this shit.
This
Plus,
is
we're almost
crazy.
done. We're
We
almost
started getting
done.
into favorite porn star talk, which we've probably done.
If you're
like
already here and now you're gonna try to cancel us,
I know,
bro,
yeah.
off,
Fuck
dude.
you, you
Fuck
know?
you, bro.
4 times. We've probably done this conversation like 4 times.
Well, we need the update. It's 2023, bro. The pod is back, bro. We have to make sure. We got to see if you've
What's your
grown.
favorite porn star.
We need to get those rankings, bro. We
Yeah,
need to-
man.
Don't fucking kill me.
What's the other girl's name? Venus Sky. She's cool.
Vina, yeah. For sure. But I think she's having a kid, bro.
No,
I think so, bro.
no.
I think she's pregnant. What a dude who's like 55, and she's like 22.
Oh, I want to call out somebody without saying
Bro,
their
I
name
think,
on here.
bro, I think she had a kid with Jules Jordan.
Really?
Yeah, the Jules Jordan, bro.
Relax.
Yes, I'm not lying. And you know the website,
Yeah.
the actual guy.
Yeah, I know who
Yeah.
you're talking about. Yeah, the guy, Jules.
Yeah.
I know who you're
That
talking
dude got a kid with her.
There's somebody I know. I want to
R.I.P.
call them out quick.
Call him out.
They're living the life somewhere here, not in Canada. And I see them living a good life. And you know what you know what they decided to do the other day? They revealed the man behind the happiness. They revealed the man behind the happiness.
Okay.
Or behind, I should say, the lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I was disgusted.
What are you referring to?
Somebody who's,
I'm
on
lost.
IG and their life looks all perfect, and then you see the person who's like funding it.
I saw.
A boyfriend reveal or a man reveal,
Yeah.
like when
Oh,
those
this
IG
is a woman
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
who. Okay,
That, I'm pretty sure we all know. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you know her.
are we
I'll
name
show you.
dropping? We're not name
I'm
dropping.
not name
on the
dropping. I'll show you guys after.
pod. Okay.
I'll show you who it is after. I don't know if she has any pics up of him.
Okay.
But I was just disgusted. I was disgusted because it was
By who it is, or
by the man, yeah, because he's old as
Oh,
balls, and he looked gross as shit.
so it's a total sugar daddy thing.
It's a total sugar daddy thing,
Hmm.
and I'm like, there's so many guys that Kevin could have had a piece of that.
Yeah.
Like, sure,
Anybody could have had a piece of that.
damn, they really doing that for that lifestyle.
And
right?
these girls just hand it out, but I get it. Where she lives is expensive.
What is she like?
We're not gonna say.
Tell me after.
Because then if I say it, it's just it's a giveaway. Anybody that knows her will know what I'm talking about. Okay? But where she lives is very expensive. One of the most expensive places on the planet.
God.
So I understand, and she lives out there now. But I was just disgusted.
Sorry, guys.
I was just disgusted to see the truth behind the madness.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. But best to her, best to him. He's getting some, like we were just saying, she's young,
Yeah. Yeah.
he's old. Like we were just saying, guys,
You know.
he's going to do whatever he needs to. Even if she's just there to take whatever she needs and cut, he's having a good time and he's
Yeah.
old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's unfortunately, that's just a life for men.
Yeah. Because, yeah, at that situation, it's like, yo, worst case scenario, I die and she takes shit. Like,
Whatever, I'm dead.
yeah.
can
Dying
have
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care about the turmoil that it causes between my family.
Yeah.
I didn't fuck with him anyways. So it's fine. But yeah. You want to wrap it up here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, D-Gen Pod.
All right, D-Gen Pod.
Bro Pod.
That's the title, D-Gen, the D-Gen boys. Thanks for guys. Whoa.
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 Pause. Nothing wrong with that. If you need to say something,
No.
it is 2023.
Thank you guys for checking out the pod today, episode 109. Make sure you guys are checking out all the socials, rating the pod on whatever platform you are listening to it on. Make sure you're also commenting down below if you are watching this on YouTube.
Who's your favorite porn star?
Let us know who your favorite porn
Yeah, let
stars
us know.
are.
It could be male, female, trans. That's very popular now. Anyone.
Yep.
Let us know.
Yep. The influx of trans shit that I'm just seeing on the homepage is
We've talked to,
crazy.
and it's like let's just say you've never, maybe you have, but let's just say
I've
you've
never.
never clicked on it, but it's still getting fed to you.
Yeah.
There's an agenda happening.
And
Nothing
I'm-
wrong with it, guys. I'm just saying there's something
And
happening.
I'm gonna do this. They're gonna clip this
And
up
then-
one day when I'm rich, when I'm a rich
There's
famous
something
rapper.
happening.
They're gonna clip this up.
Yeah,
But I'll be seeing some bitches. And I'm like, damn,
it's a
and
trap,
they have
bro.
a dick.
It's
You
a
know when you
trap.
I see a bitch, she's bad. I'll hover over this shit, and I'm seeing the thing start playing. I'm like, wait a minute, those are balls and a cock. Her
Yeah.
dick's bigger than mine. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. There's a lot of traps out there,
Yeah, it's crazy.
and it's it's the new thing.
I don't care. Put that on a separate
It's
page.
becoming normal.
Put it on a separate page.
dude. The big
Dicks needs to
No,
go
no,
on
no.
a separate page.
Yeah.
the yeah, sure. I'm just saying the big companies are doing it now.
Good. I'd have no
They're like
issue
mixing it in with straight porn.
No.
It's just like we'll slide one in here.
Whoa.
Like you'll click on it and it'll be a threesome, but one of them's a trans.
No. You put that on a separate page.
So it's
they
act-
have they have the gay section.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Give them the trans section.
Yeah.
Give them a furry section. What is so hard about
Furry.
this?
I wouldn't mind them fucking, not like taking out
Them
this
fucking-
taking
Yeah.
out the step stuff, like
Yeah, take it on the step shit.
let
bro.
that be its own.
Yo,
I mean, I know it's like the main
it's
thing
straight,
now, but
bro.
like
it's straight, but you know why we get it a lot?
We getting it?
We get it a lot here because
Canada,
it's
yeah,
Canada's
Canada,
really popular
right? Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Trans is popular.
No,
No,
the
no,
steps-
the
the
step
step
bro,
stuff, yeah.
the step
Is
brother,
it?
the
Yeah.
taboo shit.
Really? People
Yeah.
are into incest
Family
here?
taboo, yeah.
Incest
yeah.
is popular here?
Yeah.
Yeah, the family taboo.
Is that our
shit.
number one topic?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or category?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
It's
yeah.
not like teen or MILF or
but honestly, I feel like
Or
it is
anal.
just because there's nothing. I have to watch that shit, and I don't want to.
Yeah,
but I have to watch that shit because it's like
That's all there is.
that's
now.
all there is.
Yeah,
all there
Yeah.
is on the homepage.
I just
maybe.
muted
not
it
in the
or
trans
I,
folks.
like, don't listen to the story part.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
I
just skipping.
trying to no, this isn't what it is. Like this.
I don't
is,
watch
this
the
is my friend.
daddy
This
the
isn't
daddy little girl shit. I don't watch that shit.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Maybe when I'm a father, maybe.
Whoa, oh yeah, yeah. We gotta wrap that shit up. We gotta wrap that up. That was Ian Alberto McGilvery. This is the Lost Talks
Crackers.
Podcast, episode 109. Thank you for listening. Do all the shit I told you to do already, and we are out of here.